Hey everybody, I haven't made a video in a while, so I thought that I would get back into it today by making a short how-to video. Today we're going to do Bubbletrap prep, and then for that I'm going to use this little piece of Chinese amber and a pineapple mold. And this material is going to be my sleeve. So all I have to do is get this hot, put it in here, puff it out, get a pattern, and then sleeve it to get a nice bubble trap. I decided to go ahead and just let everything in here run. I got the fan going, I got the oxygen system going. There's a lot of ambient noise, but I do have this little microphone, so I hope you can hear me. I figured it would be better to do it this way than to wait until everything's quiet out here, which is almost never.
I begin by heating up the amber blank. The mold is not a cylinder, so I have to taper the blank, trying to estimate the best shape to fit inside the mold. Once I get the shape right, the blank will fit all the way to the bottom of the mold. This is important because I want the bubbles to cover as much of the blank as possible. I get the blank really hot, drop it into the mold, and puff hard so that the blank expands to fill the mold. Then I have to suck in to contract the walls of the blank enough to remove it from the mold. The timing has to be perfect. If I wait too long, I will end up chipping the blank out of the mold later on. Not fun. The blank comes out of the mold a bit misshapen, but a quick puff will straighten it out most of the way. A bit of heating and marvering will restore the nice regular round shape. Just don't get it so hot that you melt the pattern. Now I have to heat and marver the blank enough so that it will fit into the sleeve. I'm using a thin wall sleeve here because I want the bubbles to stay close together. If I use a thick wall sleeve, when I expand the bubble to make the goblet parts, the bubbles will spread out too far. I prefer to use a lathe for sleeving, but it can easily be done by hand. For a complete demonstration on my method of sleeving, please see my video, Sleeving My Way. Link in the description. I handle up the sleeved blank on each end, carefully removing the ends where there are no bubbles. I cut the blank into two pieces, one for the bowl and one for the foot. I trim the opening to remove excess and carefully close the end of the section. I heat and puff the section into a round shape, taking care not to twist the bubble pattern. I'm careful to leave the end a little thicker than the rest of the section because that is where I will attach the stem. Now I add the avolio. This is a connection bit that the stem will seal to. I flatten the top to make for a nice transition. I attach a 6mm rod to the top of the avolio. This will be a temporary handle for flaring. I carefully shape and center the foot section to prepare it for flaring. Then I do a flame cut to remove the hollow handle. For a more detailed demonstration on making goblet feet, please see my video on goblet feet, link in the description. The foot is carefully flared about 2/3 of the way open and then spun out the rest of the way. As you can see, I got a nice round foot with the bubble pattern centered just the way I wanted. I employ a similar approach making the bowl. Close the end, attach a handle, and shape the bowl before flaring. The bowl is a more complex shape than the foot, so I have to be careful not to twist up the bubble pattern. For a comprehensive demo on goblet bowl making, please watch my video on goblet bowl making, link in the description. You may notice I do not use jacks to do my flares. I prefer a tool that I invented called the Egg, a parabolic reamer designed for flaring. You can get them from Taglia Tools, link in the description. I use a solid piece of 12mm amber rod, the same amber color as the foot and bowl, to make the stem. I prefer to keep it simple here since the Bubbletrap is the star of this particular goblet. For the final assembly, I hold the foot in my Arnold claw grabber and remove the 6mm handle. Then I weld the bottom of the stem to the avolio, being careful to leave a little definition where the seal is for added contour. Then I remove the handle from the stem. I use another set of claw holders to hold the bowl while I remove the handle and prepare it for sealing. I seal the bowl to the stem and make any final adjustments to be sure that the goblet is straight. And there you have it, a nice little goblet made of bubble wrap prep. It's a pretty little thing if I do say so myself.
Well, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I struggled a little bit with my bubble trap and my goblet making. Appears I'm a little rusty, but I think you get the idea. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Until next time, see ya.